More reaction on this Oilers comeback win. Here is our NHL insider Pierre LeBrun and our Oilers reporter Ryan Rishaug from Sunrise, Florida. Guys, what a hockey game you got to witness in person. You're so lucky. First of all, Ryan, can you talk a little bit about how massive this comeback was and what led to it?
Well, Jay, what the night started with was an absolute train wreck of a first period, Pierre. I don't know if you can script a worst first period for a team that didn't want to take any bad penalties. They took really bad penalties, made mistakes and turnovers. The lineup changes weren't working. They got in their own way. Down 3-0, and then Corey Perry has some words for the group in between periods. Steadies the ship, and then the comeback is on. Calvin Pickard, the goaltending change. Sage move there from Chris Knobloch to get Pickard into the game. And then the Oilers are rocking and rolling from there, Pierre. And Leon Draisaitl so clutch, as always. But this group does a good job of steadying itself. You know, they're not on the roller coaster ride in the ups and downs. So being down 3-0, then giving up the lead late and having to go to overtime, Pierre, they're a mature group. They weather that storm and end up winning an absolutely critical game.
Let's not understate what we may have witnessed here tonight in this building. If the Oilers go on to win 2 more games and end Canada's 32-year Stanley Cup drought, we're going to remember being in this building on this night, because this is not your run-of-the-mill Stanley Cup Final game. This was a ridiculous comeback, a team that everyone in that press box wrote off down 3-0 because they showed no signs of being a team that was going to figure out Florida's forecheck. It shows the resilience that they have. And to me now, best of 3 at home with the confidence that they pulled this off when it looked like their season was all but over after the first period. I don't know how Edmonton gets stopped now.
Let's talk about Stuart Skinner. A tough one for him, obviously, guys. First period allows those 3 goals, gets pulled. And then Calvin Pickard, guys, comes in once again, saves the day. What can you say about his performance in game number 4?
He was great. I think it's important to note on Stuart Skinner, though. I mean, could have been 5-0 in that first period.
Yeah.
Stuart Skinner was excellent first 14 minutes or so of that game. He was really good. And for the rest of the team to be asleep in front of him like that is pretty egregious in a game this big. I viewed this as a momentum pull, right? They needed to spark something. And Calvin Pickard can do that for this group. So he comes in. I mean, listen, he doesn't get a lot for style points. He's a great scrambling goaltender. He's an inspirational story. His teammates absolutely love him. And he battles hard in that net. And his record in the postseason, he remains perfect. This is one of the most phenomenal stories, Pierre, from a guy that not so long ago thought he'd be out of the league entirely, and now on the biggest stage, he just continues to come in and be clutch.
Well, and he only lost the net because he got hurt, of course, in the Vegas series. And Leon Draisaitl, after this game, said something very specific about Calvin Pickard. He said he's one of the best goalies in the league to make the timely save. That's an interesting comment from Draisaitl. And listen, this is not a dig at Skinner from Game 3. But Game 3, when Edmonton gave itself some life and cut the score to 2-1 early in that second period, the very next shift, Sam Reinhart goes top shelf on Stuart Skinner. That's where they needed that timely save. They got that from Pickard tonight. The breakaway save on Lundell, that steadied the ship and allowed the comeback to breathe. It's a huge moment for the Edmonton Oilers what Calvin Pickard did here tonight.
What a hockey game. And now it's a best of 3, as you guys mentioned. It heads back to Edmonton on Saturday night. Travel safe, fellas. We appreciate you joining us on the show.